All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my favorite recipes. Now, I have an Instant Pot. Some people have that Ninja Foodie. Maybe you don't have either. You can still do this with a skillet and kind of like a stock pot or something like that. This is Walt Disney's chili recipe, and I made a copy of it. I'm going to show you the ingredients here in just a second. It doesn't take a lot. It's incredibly good. It'll last you more than one meal if there's only like 2 or 3 of you. But it's a fantastic kind of recipe to follow. You can tweak it if you want, but I'm going to stick to his exact recipe. Let's jump over, let's look at the ingredients. Okay, so over to the right is a list of the ingredients that you're going to need to assemble and get together. Now, one of the things is if you want to make a couple of simple tweaks, if you don't want to put in the 2 cups of water, you can add more of the chicken broth if that's what you want to do. If you want a little bit more ground beef or you want a little bit more sausage, you can balance these out. What I did is I took his exact recipe and kind of duplicated it, and I put it right here. But feel free, like I said, you can make your own tweaks to the recipe. But if you just left it alone, this is a fantastic recipe. It doesn't cost that much to get all these ingredients together. Now, and let's talk about the directions on how you can do this, both using the Instapot or the Ninja Fuji or Foodie. So I'm going to change the page. We're going to talk about the directions. Now, you could have the Ninja Foodie, you could have the Instapot like I do, or you don't need any of those and you can just make them with a skillet and some kind of a stock pot. But let's talk about it. Here we go. Now, the way that I did this that I felt was the best way is I stir-fried up the meat, I stir-fried up the the onions and all that stuff and the bell peppers and all that, and I threw everything into the Instapot. I added in, the canned goods, and then I set my timer on high pressure for 5 minutes. Now, the other side of that is if you want to use a stock pot, you can go ahead, fry all this stuff up, the meats, and then you stir fry up all the vegetables and all that, and you throw it into a stock pot, let's say. And then you can simmer this for about 30 minutes to an hour, stirring it occasionally. And then it's going to come out fantastic. Now, one of the things when it comes to cooking on all of these canned beans, I always drain them and I rinse them real well before I use them. Now, everybody does it differently. Some people will tell you it's not a big deal, just throw it in there out of the can. I don't like doing that. I mean, sometimes I think there's a lot of crud that's still floating in the watery portion of the can. So it's like with rice. I always rinse my rice if I'm making any rice recipes. But to each their own. Now, for this recipe, I went ahead and used, I think it was 93% fat-free ground beef, and I used a good quality sausage. All of my ingredients, are generally either organic or I use good quality meats when I do this. The choice is yours. Now, some people will skimp on the ingredients. They'll use Jimmy Dean sausage or something like that. Nothing wrong with that. It'll still come out fine. I just choose to use higher quality beef, higher quality sausages, and just like I said, with the organic ingredients. Anyway, it's going to turn out to be a fantastic recipe. You should try it. This is Walt Disney, his own personal recipe that, he created a long time back. I thought I'd make a video, talk to everybody about it. I'm adding it in like I have my own recipe collection here online. Makes a good reference tool for you, for me, for everybody. So, I'm the Home Handyman. I hope you click subscribe. I hope you keep following me. If you know of something better, drop it in the comment below and I'll take a look at it. Otherwise, you should try this. You folks have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.